Hey guys, welcome back to the EA Sports FC 24 Arsenal Career Mode, and this is episode number 25. And it's been a while since I've been doing this post-match or post commentary, and I think, you know what? I think it's a good idea for me because we're pretty much at the point of the season where we just have to grind our wins. We try to grind the games that we can. And not to the point where there are a lot of important games happening ahead of us. And certainly with the record that we have so far, we have been unbeaten in the Premier League. So that kind of says it everything. Well, since we're unbeaten, then I feel like, the majority of the games that we play could be potentially winning. And then there you go. The first game of today's episode, Jesus scoring the first one against Stoke City. And by the way, I think I'm loving this post commentary at one point. I mean, I think I've been doing the live commentary for the past 2-3 weeks. I didn't really have time to, to add it, something like that. And honestly, it's more relaxing for me at times because you guys probably don't know how tough it can be doing live commentary, and it's tough. The fact that you have to talk. You have to play at the same time. And, of course, for editing, it's much easier that way. But this one, it's certainly more complicated than a lot of people might think. But you know what? It's time to take a good break. I think I might be doing this type of video 3 times in a row. And I think on Thursday, we'll be back on... the live commentary. Because that was exactly the day or exact episode where we're going to do the January transfer window, of course. You guys have left a few players that you wanted me to sign, which I would definitely consider that. Especially, we have 155 million to spend in January. So what we're trying to do is that hopefully winning the treble again. I mean, it sucked that we didn't do quite very well in the Carabao Cup. Well, it is what it is, to be honest. So, in the Champions League, we're looking to win. Certainly, this time, this tide or this group that we have, it's certainly more tough than a lot of people might think. Besiktas, Salzburg, and also Inter Milan. I think we all agree that Inter Milan is a very tough team to beat. Certainly not when you are going to San Siro. I think that part is going to be tough. But here we go. I believe this is the third game of the league of the group stage away. So it's always tough. But right now is also a perfect time to rotate the team a little bit. I feel like after signing a couple of players, I don't think I've been rotating the team that much, as especially a lot of them are on the contract of Crucial, a squad player. So it's looking likely we have to play them every time when there's a chance to. Same as Odegaard, Wirtz, and also Smith Rowe. I didn't know Smith Rowe has a squad role of important, which makes it even more difficult to play him at times because you certainly don't want to rotate Bellingham away. I don't want to do that as well. But Wirtz, again, crucial player, 88 rated, signed him for a record fee. Well, he wasn't a record fee, but second most expensive player with 150 million or something like that. Of course, Bellingham still holds the most expensive ever transfer in the world. And right here, Ferran Torres, we signed him for 80 million. I think it's a good investment. I mean, every time when I used him, he comes on, whether if it's off the bench or starting, he always delivers. And look at this goal right here, just hitting underneath the bar and scoring the first goal of the game. Actually, is it the first goal? No, the second goal. Flavish scoring the second one, or Flavish scoring the first one. Torres scoring the second one. My bad. What am I talking about? I kept thinking Flavish scored. Flavish didn't, but instead Torres scored the first goal, and later on 62 minutes in, here comes Torres. Again, chips over the goalkeeper. This is a brilliant chip. Just times it perfectly. Even the defender and goalkeeper kind of have a good head start to it and still couldn't somehow save the goal. And it's fine. We make it 2-0. It was nice until this part of the game where 73 minutes in, out of nowhere, just poor defending in general. I don't know how Kivior just kind of stormed out from his position. And guess what? Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, the former Gunner, have scored. I wonder where he was, and turns out he is in Basistan. And I'm sure he was released by by Liverpool last season or this season, and I really don't know where he is. But I'm sure this might be the team that. Well, actually, he might be still on the free agency right now. How far Oxlade-Chamberlain has fell. I mean, I used to like him back in 2011, 2012. I was still a teenager back then, and right now you just don't see him anymore. So winning Besiktas for 3-1. Smith Rowe scoring the last goal, potentially, it was a winner. And here comes another good game or important game that we have to play. Leicester City. Pretty much every game that we were playing are good teams. I mean, some of them may just get promoted, but still can't really look down on certain teams anymore. 3 minutes in, here goes Bukayo Saka. Try to go for a shot, but it wasn't exactly where I was aiming for. 5 minutes in, here comes Vert. Good save by the goalkeeper once again. I thought I should have done better there in a lot of situations. Later on, we were pretty much pressing against Leicester City. They just got promoted once again. And here comes Jesus from a very tight angle, but that was a very powerful shot. Goalkeeper didn't really have a chance to keep that one away. Instead, we are taking a 1-0 lead with his signature celebration. But 32 minutes in, here comes Mavididi. Try to take a shot. Good save by Ramsdale, and that was pretty much the warning shot from Leicester City. And later on, they're pretty much doing the same tactic, finding somebody, going down the left or right flank, trying to expose us and try to play from there. Iheanacho equalize right before halftime, and later on, 64 minutes in, Rice go for a powerful shot. I feel like so far, with the whole L1, R1 button for shooting, I don't think I have any success so far. But this is the breakthrough area or breakthrough time for Leicester City because they have just scored. Potentially a winner, but I think at this point we still have 10 more minutes to go. And here comes the through ball to Vlahovic right here. You would expect him to score from this angle, but I thought he took an extra touch. And also, I don't think it was aiming exactly where I wanted to aim. And Odegaard has the same situation here. Nobody tried to storm inside the box, instead making or forcing Odegaard to shoot. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have been defeated for the first time this season. And you know what? It's fine that we got defeated. But because, look at this, Ballon d'Or award. Guess who is the Ballon d'Or winner? It's Bukayo Saka, I believe, in the game. He's only 23, 24-year-old. Winning Ballon d'Or for him has to be very important. And honestly, I totally forgot about the animation of this. Look at that. I mean, just look at the whole thing. Saliba. Was it Saliba? Saliba, Ramsdale, Ben White, they were all watching from the guest side. And also, it feels like Martinelli was also being nominated as well. The fact that he's sitting right next to Bukayo Saka. Arteta certainly was there. And this is a very nice touch by EA Sports FC. Which, of course, this kind of unusual or unique animation, really do hope that they're going to do more about that in the future. Because, you know what, once in a while, it's nice to see something like that happens in the game. Since you've been playing for FIFA for the past few years, in terms of cutscenes, everything are pretty much the same. So the fourth game today, it's not the last one because I think what I'm trying to do is that right now for the live commentary, I'm trying to do 4 games per episode for the live commentary. Before the post commentary, it's going to be 5 games. So we're trying to speed things up a little bit. And look at Bukayo Saka. After winning the Ballon d'Or, he scores an absolute worldie. I think this is probably the first time I've seen him score in this game so far, but it was beautiful. It was from behind him. He just curves it perfectly. Bernd Leno, the former Arsenal player, didn't really have a chance to save that one, but neither is this one. Vlahovic scoring the 3rd goal. We made ourselves very easy in the first half, scoring 3 goals, pretty much similar to what we did to Fulham last season, or in real life last season, where we just kind of score 3 goals in the first half and don't quite have to worry about the second half. Pereira scored for an equalizer in the 61st minute in, and Declan Rice was taken down by the number 30. I believe his name is Vinicius. And that was a straight red card. I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. It was a two-footed tackle from behind. Every time when there's a two-footed tackle, you know he is bound to be in trouble. Look at that. Well, it wasn't quite of a two-footed tackle, but you know what? A slide at the back certainly hurts. And look at Vlahovic this time, and I really want him to score our first free kick goal of the series. And, well, get it past the wall, but unfortunately couldn't really score from that range. But we ended 3-1. I feel like after changing the slider, it makes it a little more difficult in terms of trying to keep a clean sheet. I feel like every game that we played, we were bound to concede at least one goal, no matter what. Even like today, I believe we conceded every game. Of course, the Leicester one is the is notable one, especially losing the first game of the Premier League season, first loss of the season. And right now, we might potentially put ourselves in a very favorable position in terms of qualifying first place, or qualifying in general against Besiktas. Second time against them, this time at home. So we were expecting big things from here. Jesus to Torres scoring the first goal was brilliant. 3 minutes in, Torres scored the first goal, but it was a very well worked goal from Basuma to Jesus to Torres. I don't know if that was his signature celebration, the fact that he has to close his eyes, or maybe it's just a glitch from AI. But later on, 2-0, 25 minutes in, Jesus scoring a header. And like I said, I've been wanting more opportunities. I feel like we can score tons of goals from corner kick, but we just couldn't. And later on, Jitson, I believe that's his name, score one goal back, and later on, 62 minutes in, that was a very good football by Besiktas, and they almost find an equalizer. Raya with an amazing save, but unfortunately, right after the save, Rubik scoring a header, and they equalized it 2-2. Quickly picked up the ball, and they're looking for a winner. And I felt like defensively, we have been a little bit wobbly at times. 69 minutes in, here comes Tomiyasu on the left, finding Jesus. 70th minutes in, trying to go for the shot, and he did. Just powers that one through. He makes it 3-2. Smith Rowe with the armband, captain armband. A second time for him already. It's a nice moment for him. In the end, we beat Besiktas 3-2, and in the end, we pretty much qualified for the round of 16, but we just need to win one more game in order to be qualified as a first-place team. So Group G looking good, and in the Premier League here, looking pretty good as well. We had our first loss, but still 2 points clear of Man City at the moment. So that will be all. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.